Hey, what's going on? What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Isaiah back again with another video. And today, oh my goodness, I got some news to share with you. So stay tuned. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. But without further ado, let's get into it. Hey, so what's going on, y'all? Listen, man, I got some stuff I need to talk to y'all about today. Listen, all right. So as everyone knows, one of my biggest, dreams in life is, to do what I'm doing now. I love encouraging people. I love, speaking life and words of wisdom to people. I love seeing people change, because of what was spoken to them, So just recently, I started to step out on what, God was telling me to do. I believed without a shadow of a doubt, God wanted me to, create a YouTube channel, start putting the content on there and start to do what I've always been doing my whole life. So I did what he told me to do, stepped out on it, started to create content, started to put new things in the atmosphere. And along the way, as I continued to share with people what God wanted to do, I realized that even though I was letting people know that this is what God wanted me to do, it wasn't as if, things were getting better and better and better and better. I realized that, in fact, it was just a seed that I put into the atmosphere. I started to tell people, I started to believe it, I started to stand on it. But I want to let you know something. This today is going to be, how do you continue to stay consistent when you see no results? I want to give you a story. All right, listen to this. So just recently, I made a decision in my life. I said, you know what? I'm going to step out. I'm going to do a fast and I'm going to break some things in my life. I'm a firm believer in Christ, and I know that what he says in his word, fasting, it literally casts out demons and, all of that stuff. And one of the things that I've struggled with my whole life is fear. So I said, let me go on this fast, because in this season of my life, I have no room for fear. It's all about faith. So I said, okay, I made a decision. I told my wife, babe, I'm going on a fast, 3-day fast, no food, no water. I'm going in, I'm gonna just pray, talk to God and see what he wants to do. Right. So the first day of my fast, I went to work and immediately I felt my body shut down. Like it literally just shut down. Like I was slumped over at work, like to the point to where I couldn't even, really truly work. I was like pushing myself to do what I was at my job. And so I continued to go through that day. And in the day, what I realized is I got to the end of the day. It was around 5 o'clock or so. And as I began to, I was sitting in my truck just thinking like, man, you got to press this through. This is just an obstacle, keep moving, keep going, don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Stay encouraged, stay consistent with what it is that you're doing. So I realized that it got worser and worser and worser and worser. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I heard something in my mind say, call your supervisor right now. Tell him that it is too discouraging right now. Tell him that it is too big for you right now. Tell him that this sickness is attacking your body and you got to go home. But me and my pride, I'm like, whatever, man, I ain't tripping on it. I'm good. I'm cool. I'm going to just stay here. I'm going to just post up, because I'm going to beat this. I ain't going to let this defeat me or destroy me. So all of a sudden, this lady out of nowhere, comes up to my window. She knocks on it. She says, hey, at my job where I work at, she says, I'm getting ready to let this company go. What can I do? I'm like, oh, okay, this is what you have to do, X, Y, and Z. She said, okay, all right. So we got to talking, right? And what I love about when you open up and talk to different people, you'll begin to see that people of all different races, all different backgrounds have, stories, has testimonies, has, stories where they came through something and it didn't destroy them. Right. So, yeah. So she basically starts to tell me about what happened with, her family members and stuff like that, and how she believed that through that, she got wisdom and she was overcoming different things. So I'm like, okay, that's what's up. I'm like, So in the midst of all of that, my body is still hurting. I'm still like, man, I ain't really trying to hear what this lady's trying to say. I just want to go lay down and, take some medicine. I need to feel better. And she started to talk to me about all these different kind of things. And one thing led to another. On my Facebook channel, one of the things that I'm doing is I'm sharing the word of God. I'm encouraging people and, talking to them about Jesus and stuff like that. And so, what I realized in the process of me doing that is that people have been sending me requests in for prayer. People have been sending me messages telling me that, hey, man, can I call and talk to you? And, all different kind of testimony reports that I can share. But I wanted to let you know this. When that sickness attacked my body, I was in the midst of just building and doing so much stuff. And it attacked me so strong to where I literally sat down for 2 or 3 days, just underneath that type of control of that sickness. And even now I'm still overcoming it. You know what I'm saying? But I said, I have to get up, I have to dust myself off, and I have to do what I'm called to do despite how I feel. Right. So as I speaking to this lady, I'm talking to her, right? She tells me, she says, hey, I told her, I was like, yeah, I do ministry on my Facebook channel. She's like, wow, I've never seen, a young, black guy, just out here like really sharing the gospel, man. That's amazing. That's awesome. And she said, how can I sow into your ministry? I'm like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? And this is something I've been praying for 2 to 3 weeks, right? And she says, I want to sow into your ministry. So she says, here, take my number. She said, I believe in doing everything in order. I want you to give it to your wife. Tell your wife about what we discussed. Have her give me a call. And then, I'm going to sow into your ministry. And I'm like, wow. But I want to let you know something. That when you step out on faith, that there are going to be distractions, there's going to be roadblocks, and there's going to be things that try to happen to discourage you and keep you from moving forward. But I want to tell you something. Don't look at the numbers. Don't look at the reports. Don't look at what people say. You have to look at your faith. Put forth the work and watch things begin to happen for you. The door of success is open for you, and there is nothing too difficult for you. As long as you continue to move forward, believe in yourself. Shake off all the doubt and all the discouragement of last year. You are no longer that person. That person is dead. You hear what I'm saying? Come alive in the new you. So how do you continue to go? Even though you don't see success, how do you continue to stay consistent? You have to have the faith, the size of a mustard seed. You have to tell yourself that, listen, if it don't work this way, it's gonna work this way. I believe that this is my year of increase and breakthrough. And you fight that thing until the wheels fall off. You ride that thing until the wheels fall off. You know what I mean? You are a winner and more than an overcomer. You are someone who is valuable. And so I wanted to encourage you and let you know that, yes, I'm in the mode of success and moving forward, but there are obstacles that are along the way. But hear me on this. The obstacle is a sign that you're moving forward. The obstacle is a sign that things are moving forward. Okay, so don't you give up and you stay consistent with what you're called to do. Because this year, believe it or not, is a year of breakthrough for you. And you might not see the results and the success and all of the things that, you get what I'm saying, everyone else is actually living in, but you have to continue to sow your seeds. And what do you mean by that? You have to continue to stay consistent. And listen, when you're consistent and when you're constantly moving, even when you don't see the results, that's the sign of someone who is dedicated to what they're called to. You get what I'm saying? So I want to encourage you in the season of where you are right now. Even though wherever you are, your season of success is now. Your season of breakthrough is now. You get what I'm saying? So don't stop and give up, because you're close. You're right there. You're a winner. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody like you. Can't nobody do what you do. They can try hard as they can. They can do whatever they want to do. They can show you all the numbers that they got on their Facebook channel, YouTube channel. But at the end of the day, that's not you. You are called and set aside someone different and unique. And that's what's big about your story. Your story is your story alone, and nobody else can say that this is my story. We have the power. You have the power to say that this is my story. My story is already written. My story is written in the heavens. You get what I'm saying? So I want to encourage you, keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? And the sickness that try to attack my body and keep me from being on here to share this word with you, I made a decision. I said, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do it anyway. Even though I don't feel good, even though my mind is hurting right now, even though my body is going through chills right now, even though this sickness try to shut me down, I'm still going to do what I am called to do. And that is encourage you. That is encourage you You get what I'm saying? So listen, this year is a year of breakthrough. Look at it. Can't you see it? I know you can. Listen, signs and wonders is coming your way. And you know what? Don't get discouraged in with these roadblocks. All right? Keep your head up and keep moving. This is a year of breakthrough for you.